Hey everybody, it's time for part 2 of how Bolty here came to be part of the Payments Professor family. As you will recall from part 1, we were discussing some of the scams that are taking place involving faster payments. Well, in this example, we're looking at a Craigslist example, but we'll have to make mention of some of the bogus websites that are out there as well. You ready to see how it all turned out and where faster payments got involved? Well, stay tuned. You ready for this? We ended that last video with receiving the second email, the one where they tell me they're going to give the puppies to me for free. Here's that email again in case you forgot it or missed part 1. Go check out part 1. It'll fill in all the details for you. So what was my immediate knee-jerk emotional reaction? That's right, knee-jerk emotional reaction. Oh, they like me. They like me, Bolty. We're approved. But they're just too far away to drive and pick them up. But they've made arrangements for the puppies to be shipped to us. We just have to pay the fee. And they just moved from Gillette, Wyoming. Now this is where things are a little interesting. Like I said, I know people there. Why is it that the professor actually knows people in Gillette, Wyoming? That's just ironic, right? Because Gillette is a small town. There's only 31,000 people. And it's kind of in the middle of nowhere in Wyoming. Is it a coincidence that they chose Gillette? I don't think so. It's not impossible or really too hard to find out that I have a connection or two to Gillette. It's called Facebook, folks, and I don't even hardly use it anymore. And they are relying on that emotional response because it helps to gain trust. Is it enough to make you realize all the spelling and grammatical errors you've seen? Maybe, but not always. At least it wasn't at first in my case. You see, this was not the first suspicious exchange either. Grandma had already filled out a couple of responses as well, but when I told her that they were scams, she started deleting everything so they could not be able to empty out her account. I did explain that they could not empty her account as they were wanting her to send the money. See, that's right, in these scams they want you to send the money, and they're very explicit about the methods they want it to be sent. They would like to see that it's sent via something like Zelle, Venmo, or Cash App. Or they will take Western Union in some circumstances. See, the different places, they would vary, but vary only slightly. One said that they did not have an account and that the money would be going to their friend's account. So don't be surprised when the company name isn't as expected. Yeah, red flag. Now, when I explained this to Grandma, that they were scams, she would confront them via text or email. Loved the spunk in her. One replied that they were legit, and to show just how honest they were, that she could send just half the money now, and they would trust that she would send the rest when the money arrived. Yeah, Bolty, you ready for the professor's breakdown, or are you ready just to take a nap? I think he's napping on the job. Well, the professor's breakdown is coming, but first remember those emails. I did all this to see how things were taking place. And after I told them, hey, I've just been doing this for research, I'm not interested. Actually, I told them that I did this to have some real research for fraud scams that I was conducting. They emailed me back yet again. Email 3 said, we could ship him over to you. My husband and I use a very reliable pet transport agency before. Oh my gosh, the English is just so bad, right? He recommends that we use the time around and you will pay only for adoption papers and shipping charges. The pet transport agency handle pets with care and do delivery on time. If you want, I could send you details for delivery. Yes, this is after I told them I'm investigating fraud scams. This is what they tell me and that I'm not even interested. But they still send me that email. Might even been automated. And then guess what happens? The next day, I get emailed yet again. I hope that he will be going to a great home because my main priority is to get them, it went from him to them. My main priority is to get them the best place where they will find peace, love, and attention. I will send the baby alongside a hand booklet to know the best food for him. It will cost $290 for him to be transported right at your doorstep. Included with all needed facilities, I would like you to give me your delivery details in this order that will be needed to get him home. He's taking a nap on me. Oh, look how cute you are. What information did they want? Oh, of course, they wanted my full name, my address, where I live, my zip code, contact numbers. They even asked for the nearest airport to my location. And they said that I will start necessary arrangements and get everything together, including his toys, his crate, and other accessories with paperwork. I will register and get he on board with the next available going trip to your location, and you will be alerted on payments by the delivery agency, which will take care of the delivery of the puppy to your location or house address. You will have all the delivery details and tracking number status schedule sent to you, in which you will use in the tracking of the puppy till he arrives your location. Once that is done, the delivery will be carried out. I will be looking forward to the details for registration. I haven't even got this puppy yet, and they've already moved on to the registrations. That was what was in that email. Kind of like, wow, right? But that's not all that happened, because guess what? I suddenly started getting a couple of phone calls from out of the country, like out of nowhere. I didn't answer them. Both happened to come while I was on other calls. And when I did do a reverse lookup, and I did a lot of reverse lookups, that's another tool you can do. I did reverse lookups of the phone numbers, and I did reverse lookups for the website addresses and the names and information in the scams. I actually put the scams in Google and searched for them, and I found a lot of information. But I want you to know, when it comes to faster payments and puppy scams, the payment is not to blame. It is not the fault of the payment channel. It's not Zelle, it's not Venmo, it's not Cash App, it's not Western Union's fault. It's not any payment option's fault. These are just methods to move money quickly, and that is what the fraudsters want us to do. So can we blame the payment channel? My answer is no. The payment channel option is not to be blamed. It is me, somebody like me. If I fall for that, if I'm the one that gets tricked, because these people they're tricking, they're lying. I'd even go as far as say they're manipulating people based on their emotions to get them to send money willfully. That's right, you're sending money willfully. Now granted, the money is willingly being sent with an expectation that the person they're sending the money to will receive the funds and will, in this case, return an adorable little puppy. We can't blame the payment option. I'd even say we can't blame our banks or our credit unions that are involved. Well, we definitely can't hold them responsible, especially if they're making efforts to educate their account holders. If they have controls in place to protect their account holders, if they are monitoring for this type of activity, but that's probably a whole new video, maybe even a series. Like I said, it's coming. If you want more, you want to hear more stories of how things like this turned out, let me know. You can also go sign up for a session I'm conducting in July with C-Bank that is all about faster payments fraud. And you'll see at the end of July, I'm going to have an entire course on faster payments fraud on the Payments Professor website. But if there's a topic you'd like to see made into a video, you can always message me or email me, kevin@paymentsprofessor.com. And don't forget to go over to our YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. I'm the Payments Professor, and this is a sleepy little Volty, and we're going to see you in a future video.